We hear a lot of perspectives on the Mankind podcast. Inclusion of a guest is not an endorsement of their views, and the opinions expressed here do not always represent the mission or values of the Mankind Project USA.
Welcome back to the Mankind Podcast, place where we explore real conversations, raw truth, and the powerful work of men showing up fully in their lives. Today, I am honored to be with a man who's been doing that for over 25 years inside the Mankind Project, a man whose presence, whose courage and leadership continues to expand what's possible for all of us. Art Patterson is a force in our community. He's a leader, an elder, and a man whose life is a testament to the power of persistence. Art lives with cerebral palsy, and he's here today not just to talk about the challenges, but to share his voice as a champion of the barrier-free movement in the Mankind Project, an initiative that's transformed how we create inclusive spaces for all men. Art's walked through fear, through stigma, and through unspoken barriers that many of us, most of us, never even have to think about. And he's come out the other side as a beacon for others. What do other men see when they meet Art? They probably see what I see. They see joy and laughter. They see possibility. They see somebody who is present, powerful, real. They see hope. That's Art. That's Art's leadership. He's not here today wearing a cape or playing the role of a super handicapped guy, right? He's here as a man doing the work, sharing his truth, inviting us to step into deeper relationship with ourselves, with other people, and especially with those we might feel unsure around, because that discomfort, that fear of doing it wrong, that's a place where growth happens. Art's been holding that space for decades for us. He's helping build weekends where men of all abilities show up, laugh hard, cry deep, and forge real connections, where oops moments are welcomed and where healing happens. So if you've ever wondered what inclusion looks like in action, here it is. Art. It's always a joy. And hey, if you want to read along or share this conversation with somebody who prefers text, there's a full transcript linked in the show notes. Let's dive in. Welcome to the Mankind Podcast. Art Patterson. We're back again to talk more about the barrier-free movement. I got a question for you.
Okay.
What do you think it's like for other men who have different abilities to come into a space with a man like you and see leadership?
All things are possible. I'll be seeing hope. I'll be seeing my heart. That I am. Because I did with all God, my struggle, God, my insecurities, and but I'm here. I'm present. I did it. The nation and told me I could do it. I did it.
Yes, you did it. Yes, you are able to be an example of what's possible for men when they come into a space like this. Yes.
The possibilities are gave me a life first every weekend though. And when men said I want to do this, I want to do that. We got cash men who are on leadership track. I think I was the first person with a different ability effort to be on leader track. That was scary, but it's tight. I think mankind gave me the opportunity that I would have in the local church because I think the church have a hard time with people with disabilities. They don't know where to put me in. Can you be a leader all that? And the answer is yes. Give us the opportunity. That's what,
Yes.
yeah.
Give us the opportunity. You and I both know a gentleman named Michael Bonahan, who is a leader in the Mankind Project and a leader trainer. Michael's been talking about something lately, and I'm curious about how you feel about it. He's been talking about disability fragility from people who are able-bodied in creating relationships with people who have different types of ability. Do you have thoughts about that?
I think in order to know someone, you have to build relationships and not be afraid to fear. Why am I afraid of being with this person who is different than me? Um, what if I say something and do something wrong? That's a part of you. That's the we're getting wrong. It just be with spend time with them. It's just be in the present. You to know the person, not the disability. That
Yeah.
person you were. You to know me, not my disability. You know?
Yeah. And what is it like for you when people are able to break through their fears and their hesitancy and that fear? What's it like for you to experience those kinds of interactions and building relationship?
It's just real. And you don't have to overthink or guess the other person or what is it now. You just be in that relationship, you know? And I think at the very first weekend, everybody gets to know everybody. And yeah, they gonna be oops, but we gonna pull out oops.
There's
Yeah,
gonna, yes, that's it. There's gonna be oops. Yes.
and don't be afraid of the oops. The more oops, the better. I mean, come on. And I think we not one disabled person like everybody else. There are different types of disabilities.
Right.
And men doing different than other men.
Yeah.
And I think what I love about MKP is the willingness to stay in a relationship, even though it might be rough sometimes. You get through it together.
Yes.
you know.
Yeah, to challenge ourselves to actually be in places where I might fuck up, where I might do the wrong thing, where I might say the wrong thing, where I might um be afraid to ask questions, right? Be afraid to interact fully and just be in the relationship. And this is an opportunity to break through those kinds of barriers.
And what I feel about, I just, why am I afraid of this person who is different than me? What is that fear?
Yeah. Yeah, that phrase, right? That idea that no matter who we are, no matter what my no matter how I am right now, right? We are all kind of temporarily abled in this world.
And it can happen to anyone. We got a guy in our group who was able bodied. He was on his bike and was in a car accident. And the man with disability. And that I can deal with the emotional that you were able by more than in the next that you have a disability. How do you process that? You know? And it's okay to say, I hate my disability. It's okay, you don't have to be all for everybody. So
Yeah,
that's what, and then what we do, we host space for each other so each other can say, you know, I just had a rough day. I don't like being disabled. And that's okay. Matter of fact, we encourage it.
right.
No.
When we first connected today, and I came into the room, I just saw something in your face that told me that there was something going on, and I think that I feel privileged that you and I have created some kind of relationship where I was able to just stop and say, "Hey man, are you okay?" Like, it looks like something's going on. And you were able to share with me that today's been a hard day, that there's been struggle.
Like almost always struggle. And that's really American peace. That you and I can have a relationship. And she said, hey, what's going on? And give me the freedom to speak what's going on without trying to be super handicapped with the game. Sometimes, sometimes I do have bad days. Some days my speech is not great and stuff happens, but we got a group of guys that we have a space to speak our truth without shaming and stuff like that.
Yes.
And
Place to
that's, uh,
That's important. It's so important. So the barrier free, there's going to be the upcoming barrier free training is going to be in May. It's going to be outside of Prescott, Arizona, again at D. Spittler's Ranch. And it's being billed as it's inclusive, right? So men of all kinds of abilities are being invited to come and participate in the space fully together.
yes.
What are you excited about for being in that kind of fully inclusive space?
Uh, these different guys laughing our asses off and crying our asses off at the same time. Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's it. And that's
Yeah.
men's work, right? That's men's work.
Oh, yeah. And this see the depth, the love that you see. Um, I remember when we had four every weekend, and we were saying a goodbye. I couldn't stop crying because they were looking in my eyes and thanking me. I'm just happy if I do it, what I feel is my calling, and the rewards have been amazing. I have some amazing church brothers that I can share life with, and the allies and the men who are the allies have been amazing, and that learned something about us, and we learned something about them.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get you to do a weekend with us. So yeah, come on, party with the party people.
And I know that you were speaking to me specifically, and we can put that invite out right beyond me also to come on down and party with the party people. I think that's what you're asking.
Yeah, I'm asking being a MKP if you always had a struggle with people, men with different abilities. Um, and don't be afraid of fucking up because you is so don't use it as an excuse. Not-
Yes.
And, and I want to say this for me, you know, I have a person, and she went me into an MKP event, and she told me, "Oh, God put you in MKP, not your calling is at MKP." So I've been listening to God thing, and I've seen God work in my life in ways that I don't even know. I mean, a wicked thing all the time, but I knew God want me here. I knew it. No doubt in my mind. And God just mean that, you know, to be able to live, but to be a leader, period, for all men.
To be a leader, period, for all men. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the elder in my eye group, so I met a lot of guys that I thought I would never, you know, be able to share or encourage, but it's been pretty awesome. Don't be afraid. I would like to say to MKP brothers, thank you for being a part of my life. Thank you for letting me share. Um, and all those who are different able, need come on. We do have a Monday night eye group. The first and third Mondays of every month, and that's right back. But, ooh, but, ooh, Maria was the Brian brother who
Yep.
is
We know Mike Marino. Yes. So there is an iGroup on the first and third Monday nights for all men with different abilities, visible and invisible,
yeah,
to come and get together.
and you don't have to be an MKP member if you don't want to pop in and see what we're doing.
So come check it out, even if you're not an MKP member, to come and see what it's like. Art,
Yeah,
I love you, brother.
let me too, and I will talk to you later.
You will indeed. Keep listening to the
Uh,
Mankind podcast to hear more about the barrier free movement and the barrier free weekend coming up.
bye, guys.
This has been the Mankind podcast, produced in association with the Mankind Project USA. And of course, I want to thank you, the listener, because through your attention and your support, you make it a heck of a lot easier for us to let men out there in the world know that they are not alone and that there is more than one way to be a man. And if you've been enjoying the music throughout this episode and all of our episodes, check out Jim, Donovan, and the Sun King Warriors. I have links to them in the show notes. Now, the fee for this episode is simple. If you found gold and insights that you believe could benefit your loved ones and those you care about, be sure to share it with them. And of course, remember that life doesn't happen to us, it happens for us, so long as we rip the pen out of fate's hand and become the author of our own story. So, my friend, pick up the pen, and we'll see you next week. Lots of love.
Hey, it's Boysen. On the Mankind podcast, we've brought some incredible guests on to talk about the importance of doing the work to improve our mental and emotional health. And here's the truth. Multiple times over the last 25 years, I've had the help of one-on-one work with some amazing therapists. For me, for my wife, for both of us as adoptive parents, and for our kids. The Mankind Project and Men's Group, though awesome, are not a substitute for professional mental health support. And so I'm thrilled that the Mankind Podcast now has BetterHelp as a sponsor for the show. BetterHelp works online. It asks you what you're working on and then matches you for live one-on-one sessions with a licensed therapist, someone trained to work with you, listen, and offer helpful insights. I'm using BetterHelp. It's super easy, and I like what I'm getting. If getting one-on-one support in the comfort of your own space feels like a good direction for you, I invite you to check it out. Go to the link in the show notes or betterhelp.com/mankind. And if you sign up, you'll get 10% off your first month of therapy.